What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. And today we are going over a deck that is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know about you guys, but I have been struggling with this season so far. I have been stuck in the 80s for a while now. It seems like I can't reach infinite. I don't know what it is exactly, but you know what? I thought let's take it back and let's play a tried and true deck, and that is a Sera control deck. So this is my version of this deck. There's several different iterations of it, but this is my version. It's called No Fun Allowed, and the reason for that is because we're just not letting our opponent have any fun. We have so many different counters for so many different things. You want to play a Shuri deck? We got Shang-Chi. You want to play an ongoing deck? We got Enchantress. You want to play a Zoo deck? We got Killmonger. You really like that location? I got Scarlet Witch. You want to play cards across all three lanes? I got Aero. So yeah, this deck is basically just kind of like the Sera Control, Sera Miracle, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of that shell, right? With just a few different cards that may be a bit different. I think the only ones you might not see that often in the shell is one, the Scarlet Witch. I like the Scarlet Witch just for some kind of tricky locations, or maybe some awkward locations. Maybe drop her on turn 6, like bar with no name to surprise your opponent, or you can drop it like on a turn 6 limbo. And then we have Polaris. I feel like people usually put Maximus in this slot. I think I actually prefer Polaris because I actually really like her stats for her cost, and I really like her on reveal ability. It can really disrupt your opponent sometimes and lock them out of locations if you're lucky enough. And then we have Aero. I mean, this card is just busted. What else can I say? Like, this card is just so good. Like, even if you play Sera on turn 5, Aero is going to cost 4, so you can play Aero plus like Polaris or plus Killmonger or plus Sentinel and I don't know, Lizard, something else, right? So I think Aero is really good in this deck list. And yeah, I tried a different version with Valkyrie, and Valkyrie was good at times. She's a really good surprise card, but she did feel a little bit awkward in this list. I put Aero in and it felt much better. So yeah, I'm at rank, I think 81 at the moment. I've been kind of going back and forth in the 80s. I even dropped to the 70s a little bit, man. Like, it has been rough this season. So this deck is a pretty solid. And one thing I want to note about this deck is that we really don't want priority going into the last turn, right? Because we want our opponent to play all their cards. That way we can counter them at the end with things like Killmonger and Shang-Chi and Enchantress, things like that. There may be some situations where we do want priority. Maybe our opponent has an Arnim Zola coming. We want to hit them with the Shang-Chi before they can do that, but majority of our games, we don't want priority going into the final turn here. And this deck counters a lot of decks in the meta, but that doesn't mean it's invincible, right? It has a couple, I don't want to say bad matchups, but I want to say unfavorable matchups. And one is Galactus. I think Galactus decks can be kind of tough for this deck. It's not an unwinnable matchup. It kind of depends who has priority going into the final turn. Like, maybe you can Shang-Chi their null and their death if you don't have priority. But yeah, Galactus decks are pretty tough for this deck. And Sandman Electro is pretty popular now that Sandman has been buffed. I would say that is a tough matchup as well, since this deck really wants to explode on the final turn and Sandman prevents you from doing so. But that is not an unwinnable matchup either. We do have Enchantress to Enchantress the Sandman. So let's say they play Sandman on 4 because they ramped into it with Electro. We play Enchantress on 5. Well, we didn't get our Sera down on 5, but we can still play multiple cards. Maybe we play, I don't know, Polaris and a Killmonger or something like that, or Shang-Chi plus a Sentinel. So it's not an unwinnable matchup, but I would say those are the two most unfavorable matchups for this deck that I have encountered so far. But yeah, this deck is pretty fun. Hopefully it works out for you guys. I think this deck is really solid. Now let's go ahead and get into some gameplay here, because I think it's a little bit difficult to pilot, if I'm being honest. I think this deck is a little bit tricky to pilot. You really got to understand what kind of deck your opponent is playing and kind of try and predict what cards they're playing, where they're going to play them. So it is a little bit tricky to pilot, but let's go ahead and get into the gameplay here. All right, so first game up here, we had no play on turn 1. This deck usually doesn't play anything on turn 1 anyways. Turn 2, I don't really play anything either unless I have Sentinel in hand. Now, turn 3, we definitely want to be dropping Bishop here. I'm going to go ahead. Let's play him in Mojo World for now. I think that'll be fine. And he does have a Sunspot into Mojo World. So if we draw our Killmonger, that's going to be really, really good for us. Playing the Thor into Wakanda is a smart move by our opponent because we can't kill him with the Shang-Chi. However, we do have Scarlet Witch to change this location, and I think I might actually do that. I'm either going to use Scarlet Witch on Wakanda or Death's Domain, but I think for now, let's play Mysterio. We don't care if an illusion dies in the middle in Death's Domain. Let's play Mysterio and Lizard into Wakanda here. And he's going to play White Queen, so he knows we're playing a Sera deck now. He has that information available. And I actually thought about putting White Queen in this deck. I think she could work as well. I feel like White Queen is a very, very solid card. I might just save the Scarlet Witch for the last turn because I don't know if he drew Mjolnir yet. So we do have Sera and we drew the Killmonger. We have a very, very good hand. I'm going to go ahead and play Sera. I'm going to snap before I place the Sera down, though. We don't want our opponent to run away, although he does know I have Sera because of the White Queen. So let's see what our opponent has, and he's playing my Sera. Interesting. So that's the Sera that he took from my White Queen. Now, what is he going to do here? I'm going to play Polaris here, and then I'm going to play Killmonger. Actually, yeah. Let's play Polaris in Wakanda, Killmonger in Mojo World, Scarlet Witch in Death's Domain for the surprise factor. And let's see. This is looking really good for us. I mean, as long as Killmonger kills the Sunspot, like, we win Mojo World because we'll have more cards here. Playing a Groot. Maybe it's a Silver Surfer deck? Or just like an on-reveal deck. Cosmo. Yeah, this is a easy win right here. Maybe our opponent was a bot. Oh, do bots? Well, he gave me a fist bump, so I don't know. But yeah, a very, very clean, simple, easy victory, and we will take our 4 cubes. Thank you very much. Come again. All right, next up here, we got no play on turn 1 again. Now, so far, I do have Scarlet Witch in hand, so I can change these locations. I don't think these locations are too troublesome for us. I want to wait and see what this third one is. I don't want to play Mysterio before I play my Bishop, because Bishop is going to get buffed by all 3 of the Mysterio bodies on the board. And if he's playing Shocker, he's definitely playing a Patriot deck. And I did draw the Enchantress. I almost want to snap. I don't know. It might be a little bit too early to snap still. So let's play Bishop into Stark Tower for now, and the next turn we'll probably play Mysterio. So it is going to be Stark Tower on this location as well. So we definitely want to get Mysterio out here. Let's do Mysterio in the middle, the real one in the middle. And then let's do Sentinel. Yeah, I don't think we really care for Scarlet Witch, actually. I think these locations don't really hurt us too much. Let's do Sentinel on the right here. And it's a debris coming down. Hopefully we get Killmonger. Killmonger would make this really, really good for us here. So Bishop is going to get some nice buffs from Mysterio and the Sentinel. Now, we didn't draw Sera or Killmonger. That does kind of suck for us. We got let's see. We got I forget I have the deck tracker, right? We got Lizard, Killmonger, Sera, and Aero in our deck. I really want to draw Killmonger, maybe Aero as well. So let's do Sentinel and let's do Polaris. I think those are the best cards to play at the moment. And there's a blue Marvel coming down, so we do have an Enchantress target. It's probably too late for me to snap on turn 6. He'll probably think I have a Killmonger, which I might top deck. We'll see after this. Stark Tower is going to get the buffs. And the Polaris pulling the Shocker out of Stark Tower is actually a really good thing as well here. I think we can win this. If we draw Killmonger, we definitely win. Okay, we did not draw Killmonger, but I think we can still win with if we do... We're actually revealing first. We're revealing first. So let's do Enchantress. But actually, if he is playing Mystique, that's actually better for us. Because if we Enchantress the Blue Marvel will have no ability, and Mystique will not copy anything. So that is actually not bad. Now, what do we want to play here? It's either Sentinel or Lizard. I don't know. I feel like he could be playing Ultron. And if he is playing Ultron, then our Lizard's just going to go to 2 points. So I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Sentinel. And let's play Sentinel on the right location here. And I think we should win this one. If it's a Mystique, that's going to be really bad for our opponent. So there's the Enchantress. There's the Sentinel. And here comes the Patriot. Oh, the Mystique Patriot combo. So, yeah, unfortunately, that was a game where, well, yeah, good on him, to be honest, for splitting up Patriot and Mystique across 2 different locations. That was a very smart move on our opponent there. But yeah, if we had revealed second, maybe we would put Enchantress somewhere else to try and hit the Patriot. So, yeah, kind of unfortunate. I guess it's kind of one of those situations where I did want to go last, but at the same time, we did not draw Killmonger. If we did draw Killmonger, I'm pretty sure we would have won this game because those rocks are actually worth 6 points each. So, yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, next game up here, we got Wakanda and we have Sinister London. These locations are not really good for me. I don't know if I want to play Mysterio into Sinister London. I'm gonna hold on for now. And he's playing a Nova, which means he also might be playing a Sera deck. He's playing Carnage. There goes the Mysterio, which actually I'm fine with. I'm fine with that, to be honest. Maybe I actually play Killmonger now to kill his Nova early. Is that a bad idea? Honestly, that might be the move. That might be the move here to kill the Novas early. Let's see what he plays. It's a Debris. So I'm just going to kill all these rocks and the Novas. That is interesting. Debris and Nova in the same deck. I have not seen that before. Oh, now we draw our Nova. That's tragic. That is tragic. So maybe that was a misplay on my part then. Well, we can still play the Nova here just to play it. Make our opponent think we have another way to destroy it with like a Carnage or something like that. Oh, and he plays his Killmonger. Wait, why are you playing Killmonger, Debris, and Nova in the same deck? Maybe it's like a Deathwave deck, maybe? That was pretty weird. So let's play our Sera into Sinister London. We're gonna get 2 Seras. Oh, actually, maybe I don't want to, because maybe I'll actually lock myself out of Wakanda if I do that. Or should I go for it anyways? Let's go for it anyways. I'm feeling risky. Sometimes you got to take these risks, man. Oh, I think it is a Deathwave deck. Yeah, there's no other reason they would play Yondu. Oh my god, and of course it goes to Wakanda. Well, what we can do... Oh, he's revealing first, actually. Oh, man. Yeah, this is actually not looking good for us. Well, the She-Hulk goes down in the right location, so the Shang-Chi is going to hit it. Wait, I don't know what the math is for that, but hold on. I think this actually might be a win because the Bishop, right? The Bishop value is coming in hot, and we still have the Aero to go with it. No way, dude. Okay, so that was a goofy game. No way. That was a goofy game, but hey, sometimes, like I said, you got to take those risks sometimes, man. All right, so this game, we get Isle of Silence, which is actually really good for our Lizard if we do indeed draw him. And they're playing a Sunspot, which could be anything. I feel like Sunspot is in so many decks these days. We did draw the Killmonger. That's nice. And we have the super flow, so we can play Bishop on turn 2, which is pretty strong here. There's a Cosmo, okay. Sunspot and Cosmo. I could pull the Sunspot with Polaris over here. I don't know if that's worth it. I think it's too early to play Mysterio here because I don't want to block the super flow. So let's do let's do Polaris over here. Let's do Polaris. We can kind of take our time a little bit here. So let's see what Westview is. If it's something good. Okay, Asgard. Let's go ahead and play our Sera on top of Asgard. And I think I'm going to go ahead and snap here. I'm going to snap because we are looking good. We're looking good. One thing also about this Sunspot being in the Isle of Silence is ongoing effects are disabled. So in case he is running armor, he can no longer protect the Sunspot with armor. Oh, when he plays Aero, okay. I guess that's fine. I mean, we got... Like, he's going to draw 2 cards. But we still got our Sera down on turn 4, which is really good. And now we can... Let's do Lizard and Isle of Silence. His ongoing effect is disabled. And then let's do Mysterio here. Oh, so maybe it's a Shuri. It's a Shuri deck. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have locked myself out of Isle of Silence then. But I didn't draw Shang-Chi, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Enchantress here. Nova here. And Killmonger here. I think that is the best course of action. Let's see what he has. The Taskmaster coming down for 15 points and a Titania. We are going to take the dub because the Killmonger is going to kill Sunspot and Titania, and it is going to buff up all of our cards. That is beautiful. I think that one was a little bit reckless by me, though, by filling up this location too early. I probably should have waited. We still win in the end, but that is probably something I probably could have played better. All right, so this game, we got Warrior Falls as our first location. This might be something that we want to change with Scarlet Witch, but I usually like to wait and see what all 3 locations are before I use Scarlet Witch. We got Nova and Mysterio here. Again, I don't really like to play Mysterio unless I have Bishop down. So we'll go ahead and play our Sentinel here. Good old-fashioned trusty Sentinel in the middle location here. And we got another Sunspot. Oh, it's a Thanos deck. Okay. So we're playing against a Thanos deck, which I'm not too worried about. Let's go ahead and play... Let's play another Sentinel here on the right location. Maybe I should have actually played Lizard instead of Sentinel because I just realized I denied myself a draw because my hand was full. So, yeah, I think that's actually a mistake on my part. Let's go ahead and do Lizard here, Sentinel here, and then we will do Sera next turn. Yeah, that was a mistake playing Sentinel last turn because I essentially denied myself a draw when it could have been a big draw like Killmonger. I think we're either gonna need Killmonger or Enchantress or Shang-Chi. We're gonna need one of those tech cards. If we draw Bishop, I'll be sad. Oh, and it's Leech. Oh my god. Okay, Leech could be a problem for us. Oh, Shang-Chi. Ooh, we did draw Shang-Chi. We did draw the Shang-Chi. Okay. Okay, we did draw the Shang-Chi. So let's do Shang-Chi. There's no Killmonger, though, unfortunately. I ain't gonna lie, guys. This is kinda rough. I think that's probably our best way of doing things. I forgot Leech was a thing, and that does kind of screw us up a little bit. Devil Dinosaur is going to come down. So I think we're actually just going to win this game. What the hell is going on? Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I'll take that win, but that was a... All right. Yeah, I'm not going to ask any questions. All right. I think this is probably going to be the last game I record here. I'm going to go ahead and play Lizard onto the Bifrost. X-Mansion could potentially be something that I want to change with Scarlet Witch because I feel like it screws me over most of the time. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to embrace the chaos. I'm going to embrace the chaos in Scarlet Witch X Mansion. Let's see what we get. Vormir. That actually would have been hilarious if he played the Lockjaw into Vormir. Well, alright then. Is he playing another Thanos deck? No, he's not. So maybe just a Lockjaw on reveal, or maybe a Lockjaw discard deck. I guess I could play Polaris, actually. We could play Polaris to pull the Sunspot into the Lockjaw location. That way it's taking one of those slots away from him. So I think I actually like this play here. So we'll pull the Sunspot. And maybe he plays like an armor? Oh, he plays Jubilee, so it probably is a on-reveal Lockjaw. She-Hulk, that is a really good... That's a really good pull for him, and I'm not going to be able to Shang-Chi the She-Hulk in nowhere, so that really sucks for us, unfortunately. No Bishop. I mean, no Sera. We draw Bishop, but no Sera. We do have Killmonger and Shang-Chi. This is not looking great. I could do Aero, but I might wait. Honestly, I think we Killmonger now. This game looks a little tough for us, though, if I'm being honest here. So Wasp. Oh, here comes Infinite, I bet. Yep, Infinite. Oh my gosh. How did I know? How did I know? So, yeah, this is a game. Yeah, we just got to retreat here because we can't Shang-Chi the She-Hulk. Whatever I play into Vormir is going to die. Like, we could play Shang-Chi, but then what? So, this is a game where we're going to have to retreat, unfortunately. But, hey, I'm only going to lose 1 cube, so not too sad about it. Let's actually play one more since I had to retreat that one. Let's see if we can end on a good game here. All right, we got Shuri's Lab, and we do have Sera in hand, which you love to see it. Now, our opponent is not playing a Thanos deck, but he's playing Quinjet, so could be Devil Dino, maybe. We get the Collapse Mine. I'm okay with skipping my turn here. That's fine with me. So Luke's Bar is the 3rd location, and that's actually going to be good for our Scarlet Witch to surprise our opponent on the last turn of the game. I'm just going to go ahead and play Bishop into Collapsed Mine for now. And there's the Agent Coulson. So it does look like it is a Devil Dinosaur deck. Let's do Polaris into Shuri's Lab so she gets the buff from that. Our opponent's going to snap. They're feeling a little risky. I don't know if I want to snap back yet because I feel like I need to draw either Shang-Chi or Enchantress to make this matchup a little bit more in my favor. So let's just do Polaris there. Let's do Nova in the middle. And it's a Rock Slide. Oh no, this might actually be... I think this is actually the Darkhawk Dino deck now, if he's playing Rock Slide. It's not really any other deck that plays Rock Slide. So let's just go ahead and play our Sera into the Shuri's Lab. You know what? I'm going to snap back. Now that we drew Shang-Chi, we got a pretty good hand. We got Aero, we got Shang-Chi, we got Killmonger, Scarlet Witch. I'm going to snap back, and we're going to play Sera into Shuri's Lab. That way she gets buffed to 8, and the Zabu comes down, and the Cord comes down. So it's definitely a Darkhawk deck. Definitely a Darkhawk deck. Now, question is, where is he playing Darkhawk? I think I'm actually revealing first, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, that's actually not great. That's not great. Well, actually, when we have Aero, we have the Aero, so we can do a few different things. We can do Aero onto Shuri's Lab, and then honestly, we could play the Rock just to buff up Bishop a little bit more, and then we can play Scarlet Witch there. Or we could do Shang-Chi. Actually, this might be better. This might be better if we do Shang-Chi, Killmonger, Scarlet Witch. Is that the better play? Is that the better play, or should we play Aero instead? Shang-Chi is guaranteed to kill Rock Slide. Killmonger is definitely going to kill Quinjet, and it's going to kill the Nova to buff all our cards. I think we do Scarlet Witch, Shang-Chi, Killmonger. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. Let's see what we get. Icebox, don't care. Shang-Chi's going to take, out the Rock Slide. He's going to get buffed to 6. And here comes the Killmonger. Destroys the Quinjet, destroys the Nova. It's going to buff all our cards. And Killmonger is going to get buffed to 8 points. So Shang-Chi comes down, but we're still going to win that location. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a dub right here. Oh, ooh, give me those cubes, baby. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, baby. I don't know what that was. I tried to like do like the chef's kiss, but also like snap at the same time. I don't know what that was. All right, guys. So that was the deck and the gameplay. I think this deck is pretty solid. Can counter a lot of different decks, like we saw in the gameplay. Aero was busted. Yeah. So this deck can counter a lot of different things. I actually didn't run into any Electro Sandman ramp. I feel like the deck is not as popular as it might seem. And I'm going to come out and say it. I don't know if Sandman going to 5 energy was actually that much of an improvement for it. Like, I was calling for a Sandman buff for a while. Like, I've been playing Sandman for a long time now, and I wanted him to stay 4 cost, but just give him 2 or 3 power. I don't know. Just like he does curve into Electro better now, but the thing is, I really liked playing Sandman Ronin decks, and it was the perfect curve to play Maximus on 3, Sandman on 4, and now Ronin on 5, right? And now that Sandman costs 5, it makes playing him with Ronin a little bit more awkward, which sucks because Ronin didn't really see a lot of play. And I really like Ronin. I think I'm like the #1 Ronin fan in Marvel Snap. But yeah, anyways, small little side rant. This deck is really good. You can mix and match whatever cards you like and don't like. You know, don't like Scarlet Witch, you can put in, I don't know, you can put in the Hood. You could put in Iceman. Don't like Polaris, you can put in Maximus, right? Don't like Aero, put in White Queen. Whatever. There's so many different ways you can build this deck, but it really just kind of revolves around Sera and Enchantress, Shang-Chi, Killmonger, Nova, Mysterio, Bishop. So yeah, I would say that's kind of like the core of the deck, and the rest of the deck is replaceable. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy this deck. I know this season has been a grind for me, especially. Not sure how you guys are feeling out there. So try this deck out, give it a spin, let me know how it goes, and appreciate you watching. If you stayed till the end of the video, the key word for this one is going to be Mysterio. So if you stay to the end of the video, type in Mysterio in the comments. I know you watched the end, and you're a real one for that, and I appreciate you. Oh, and one other thing real quick. We are doing another Saturday showcase this Saturday, where I'm going to be showing off several decks from the community, choosing one of those decks to play some games with. So if you haven't joined the Discord already, go ahead and do so. Submit your decks to me there. And yeah, we'll see if your deck gets featured on the next Saturday showcase. Once again, thank you for watching. Appreciate you. See you in the next one. Later.